Hey crafty friends, it's Joy here, and I created this quick and easy but absolutely beautiful floral card using some Lovely Layers dies from previous releases. This is the Lovely Layers. Now, I don't know if it's Anemone or Anemone. I don't know how you pronounce this flower, but either way, it is stunning. So I started with a purple cardstock, then I'm using Villainous Potion. There's three petal layers here, and then I also decided to use Blueprint Sketch to add to the center one. I was looking up these flowers and kind of seeing, like, you know, what colors are they. There was this purple one that just struck me, and it had some of that kind of bright blue at the base of the petals, and I thought I need to do that. It's so pretty. So doing this on a colored cardstock makes it really easy. So I added some Villainous Potion, some Blueprint Sketch, the greenery I die cut from a green cardstock, and then I am using Rustic Wilderness to add a little bit of detail to the center of the leaves here on the leaves. And then for the background, I am going to be using the Sandie's Garden 3D embossing folder. I have craft cardstock that I die cut from the largest of the Scallop A2 card frames. I love those. I love a good scallop. This is one of my favorite dies of theirs. I think it's fantastic to have in your stash. But I want to run that through the die cut machine and create this beautiful textured background. And we're going to highlight some of that with another Distress Oxide ink in, what did I use? Milled Lavendar. I'm going to gently rub my ink pad across the top of the raised areas from the embossing folder, but look at how stunning that is against the craft cardstock. I'm going to set that aside to dry, and then we can start gluing our two gorgeous flowers here together. So we're going to glue the centers, and something I like to do is just add some liquid glue right to the center, because I like to bend up the leaves, and that's going to give you some gorgeous dimension without having to use any foam adhesive. You can slide this in the card. It'll flatten it a little bit, but you know, you could tell your recipient to fluff them up a little, however you want to do that. But that's what I like to do. I don't want to glue everything down to the tip of the petals, just the centers. I'm going to glue the center together. We've got a black and kind of a creamy cardstock, and I'm going to just add that third little piece, and I'm going to do both centers. And I'm going to pop this right there in the middle. Well, first let me do the second one, and then I can get that going. These are so simple. Like I mentioned, this is a really quick and easy card, but it's stunning. What makes it stunning is color choices and texture. And I think that is what can help make this beautiful card so pretty, but it's so quick and easy. You saw how quickly the ink blending of the flowers was. It is not hard. It is super quick, super easy. It does not have to be perfect, but they came out beautiful. You're just die cutting ahead of time, and there's not a ton of die cutting here. So you could make a lot of these cards really quickly, and they are beautiful. Okay, let's get this center in here. And then we have our beautiful flowers done. I'm going to stamp, I'm going to stamp my sentiment. This is from the Celebrating You stamp set, and I'm inking that up with the Villainous Potion on craft cardstock, and it says "One day a year, ... handpicked just for you!" exclamation. That was perfect because we've got the flowers on here. I am going to use the coordinating die to die cut the sentiment. I'm just making sure that ink is a little bit dry before I put my die cut on here, and I'm going to tape that in place and run that through my die cut machine. I have to say, and I probably already said it, but maybe I didn't, how much I love this purple against that craft cardstock. I wasn't quite sure, and I was hoping it was going to be really pretty, and I think it is so beautiful. So if you want to use something other than a white cardstock, grab a craft cardstock. I'm going to do a little bit of tape runner and some liquid glue because we have raised areas that are inked. And so I want to make sure that it's going to hold in place temporarily. Well, I say temporarily, it's permanent adhesive, but your tape runner, and then the liquid glue is really going to grab onto some of those raised areas. And so then it's really going to stay in place once everything is dry. So that's how I like to do that when I have some embossed background. Let me slide a leaf under there. I did 3 leaves. I'm only using 2. 3 kind of took up the whole background, And I wanted to see this background as well because it's beautiful. I added a small amount of foam adhesive behind this one. I wanted this one to be just slightly taller, so I did a 1mm foam adhesive, and then I can tuck that greenery underneath. I'm going to add, or I added foam adhesive to the back of my sentiment. I did a 2mm, and I'm going to pop that in place. And then I thought, oh, this needs some purple gems. So I went into my stash and grabbed out the Spooktacular gem stickers. These were a Halloween release from I don't even know how long ago. And I'm going to grab a few of those purple ones. There's 3 different sizes, and I'm going to put those in place. And this is adhered to a white A2 size card base, which is 4 1/4 by 5.5. And let's take a look at this finished card. I think it is stunning. I love it. It's so, so pretty. I hope you guys love it too. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like what you've seen, please subscribe to Honeybee Stamps YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss a video. Bye.